Recently, one of Fox News' low-fabric female pundits, which of course is in their contract, Judge Jeannie, decided she had an issue with the new Miss America contest and the removal of the bikinis from the women, or the addition of other clothes. Rather than Fox News itself coming out and saying they had an issue with it, decided to go with the old tried-and-true Fox method tactic of just asking people on the street.
So here I am in Manhattan, trying to find out what New Yorkers think of their taking the swimsuit competition out of Miss America.
Now, for a little bit of clarification, to give a little more context, Fox News' viewership averages a median age of 65. So she decided to take a pedicab through New York to ask people what they thought of the swimsuit change.
All right, so Kenny, let's hit it, Kenny. Let me ask you a question. They took the swimsuit competition out of Miss America. How do you feel about that?
I think it's disgraceful.
I think it's ridiculous. You know, it's that's what it's all about.
Oh, I'm disgusted. It's just not right, is it? What do you think?
I want to be looking at the pretty ladies in swimsuits.
She talked to 13 people that gave definitive answers, 3 of which that did not. Of the 13, 10 thought it was a terrible idea. Now, if that's all they did, I wouldn't be making this video. That'd be kind of a pointless video for us to talk about. It wouldn't really mean much. But there was something I noticed in this. Except for 3 of the people that said no, whenever people did not like the idea of doing the swimsuit competition or taking away the swimsuit competition, she would prime them. Little quips to get them to say more about why it's bad, why it's a negative thing to do.
I think it's too bad.
So will you watch?
Probably not.
And for the 3 people that thought it was good that they were removing it, 2 of them she reprimed in a way that would still steer it towards the it's still bad. Would you still watch it? How much of the ratings do you think it's going to affect? I looked in other places, it seems about 50% of people think this was a bad decision. Most people in most of the polls I read didn't care at all, which didn't come through at all. In this case, it was 10 bad, 3 good, 3 but they really cut away before we even knew if they gave an answer or not. So why am I bringing this up? This seems like an odd thing to bring up both the swimsuit competition, Miss America, and Fox in this one because I have so much to talk about. What I think you should take away from this is very simple. First, I think it goes without saying that there are people that they spoke to that didn't make the cut. Fox News, I don't like Fox News, but I also respect that they're really good at especially doing editing. They're one of the best editors and cutters that exist in the entire game. They're fantastic and they blow the hell out of MSN, ABC, and everyone else. Fox knows how to make a clip look the exact way that they want. So in this case, well, we have what looks very clearly like Fox News doesn't like the idea of Miss America changing. This could have to do with Trump having ownership of it. It could have to do with other things, but it looks very clear that they're not happy with it and their audience isn't happy with it because, again, you can go back to clips here. And you'll see that they love showing women in bikinis all the time. It's one thing that they love doing because I guess it excites the juices of these older audience members who haven't seen a younger woman in many years, though who knows. So what's interesting about this is that every time someone's doing it, she's priming in one direction. It's not like someone says, oh, I really appreciate this, I think this is good, and then she's like, oh, well, okay, well, do you think this is progress? Do you think... There's no positive priming when she asks follow-up questions. It's all towards this is a bad idea, this is going to hurt ratings, why would people watch this? They interviewed one person who had a darker skin tone.
I think that's great.
Why? You gonna watch it?
I'll still watch it because it's more. It gives them more intellectual. It gives these women. It kind of shows these women if they have more brains than body.
He was also one of the only people that thought this was a good idea because he could hear more about these women's minds and what mattered. And I just thought it was interesting that the guy that, you know, Fox News. I'm not going to say much. I'm not going to really go into the whole racist debate that a lot of other channels are having. I don't think it's needed on this channel. But it's something to think about that if you take it from that point of view and say, well, if they are inclined racist, again, I'm not going to make a statement on that myself. I'm just going off that's happening. Putting a black guy on the other side is a good way to get people to agree with the side that he's not on. So what's interesting about this is that it seemed very skewed. Again, the breakdown, if you're going to just go to random people on the street, it seems like you wouldn't get a 10 to 3 to 3 result. And again, Fox is amazing at their edits, and I'm in no way convinced, in a sense that I don't know that they interviewed 20 or 30 people and only kept the ones that they did. So again, why does this matter? Why is this important? Well, it goes to the fact that when we're talking about mainstream media, you have no idea what you're getting. What you're getting is a team of people that are really good at their job, that know how to create something, go into the field, manufacture something, and then create a viewpoint. I mean, look at the reality shows. Look at just Fox itself. They're amazing at it. I can't take that away from them. They're amazing at editing footage. It's unbelievable. So I got to give that to them and assume that they used their, as they would put it, their God-given talents to do so. So this is just an example of a very small issue that no one really cares about. I don't, how many people even watch that contest to begin with? It seems like it's just a carryover from a day that doesn't matter that much anymore, but a few people still care about it, especially people that were around when this event started, which may be its own comment on the 63-year-old median age of Fox News viewers. But Fox News loves showing scantily clad women, and it looks like they'll just have less to show. And their audience probably isn't that happy about it. So if they're going to try and make a message about that, you know them, they're just going to say, we're going to do what we already want the answer to be, and we'll just make the result look like we stumbled upon it. Which is not just, and we're not just holding out Fox here, this is something that all the networks do, but again, no one does it as well as Fox. What I will say to these older people that clearly are upset that they can't watch Miss America anymore, just watch porn. Just join the 21st century. Don't hide behind this veneer of, oh, I'm just watching them for whatever. No, you're watching a swimsuit competition because you're sexually aroused by the women. Just say it. It's fine. You're aroused by them. Enjoy it. Have fun. But don't hide behind, But what was really nice is when they spoke to a lot of the men, they were very happy to say that it's because they wanted to see the women in bikinis. So there you have it. Guys, let's go to a future where this isn't a real conversation. I don't have to be talking about this. You don't have to be listening to this. But since you are, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Boop. I wouldn't put in the boop.